Hey guys, Sean again, welcome back. Okay, so we have set up our campaign and now we want to set up what's called an ad set. So the main function of this particular section is to instruct Facebook that we're going to focus on a particular time period, we're going to focus on a particular budget, and we're going to focus on crucially, a particular audience. Yeah, so we've spoken about in previous videos the audiences we've got set with regards to people who've fired a pixel on our web pages, or we have audiences for lists, or we have audiences for fan pages. This is where we set that particular instruction up to Facebook to focus our adverts on those particular people. We're back to this screen here. Just as a reminder, if you're in your main Facebook Manager back office, just go to Power Editor and it will bring you into this section here. On the prior video, we set up a campaign called 50K Test Campaign. And now if we click this checkbox here and we go ahead and just jump into Ad Sets for Campaign, then we will be presented with the campaign that we have set up. Now, in order to go in and edit that, we want to just simply click Edit. And this is where you set up the ad set. Okay, so the ad set name is we're focusing on millennials, and we are interested in driving the traffic to a website or a web page, or a landing page, for example. In future videos, we'll talk about sending people to Messenger for automatic Messenger messages. I tend to leave these alone. There's some detail in there we can cover on future videos, but for now we'll just leave that alone. And now this is where we set our budget and schedule. So there's lots and lots of advice where you can get from different people on this, but it depends on your budget. Some people may just do a test as low as £2, or a couple of $3. We're just going to set up £5 for the sake of this particular demonstration per day, and we're going to let this ad run from today, and we're going to instruct Facebook to end the run a week later. So we now have that schedule set up. Again, we can go into some more advanced detail down here in the fullness of time, but this is a basic tutorial right now. And here is where we set up the audience. So we understand that we have an ability to set up our advert to go to particular audiences, as we've discussed. And in here, what you basically have in the audience section is the traditional way, what most people mainly use Facebook for. But in actual fact, this is the coldest way you can possibly use Facebook advertising, because you're relying on choosing, very broad parameters in terms of a country or a region, an age range, the gender, and then you can obviously choose some detailed targeting with what people are interested in. But that's a very broad way of advertising in Facebook. What we much prefer to do is go after people that we've already set up as warm. So the people who've been to our website, the people who have liked our fan page, they're the warmest people we can possibly focus on. So as you get into traction with your business and you want sales to come more quickly, we recommend that you go after people that have some association with you, so that the advert is not a complete surprise, and you're just waiting for people to hopefully click the ad. At least this way you've got a chance to resonate with them, rather than necessarily going after a very broad market there, or even after your list, which is ultimately made up of cold leads. So on this particular example, we're going to look at people who have had some engagement on our 50K Mastermind page. So we can click that. And because we do have another page set up within the back end of the 50K Club, then we may as well choose that one as well. So we're getting quite a range of people there now able to be moving towards. Now, you may just have one page, and you may just have 100 likes on that page. That's absolutely fine. As you start to refine those people and bring those people closer to you, subject to the quality of your ad. So on this particular example, these are the audiences we're going to work with. So we don't need to worry about any of this here or this. Now in terms of connection type, then again, we leave that alone. Just let Facebook do its thing. And there's an option there to save the audience. For example, if you have gone into some detail here and you've spent a lot of time trying to figure out the demographics and the targeting, then you may want to save that audience as a specific audience on top of the audiences you already have. So that's an option to do that there. But for now, we don't need to do that because obviously we've just focused on audiences that we've already got set up within the Facebook Business Manager. In other words, people who already like our page. So that's the targeting. In terms of placement, we do recommend you edit placement, and you basically, for this at this stage, get rid of anything to do with Instagram. We don't need audience networks. We don't need instant articles, and we don't even need right columns. Now again, you'll get lots of advice, lots of opinion on what's good, bad, or indifferent with this, but just to get the thing rolling, we recommend we're just going to concentrate on putting our advert in the feeds. In other words, it will come up on people's main feeds in Facebook. That gives us the ability to basically put more content in there, a bit more text, a bit more about you, and the image is much more present in terms of what we put onto the advert. So just to get us rolling, we recommend that. The link clicks we can leave to be optimized by the Facebook algorithm. No problem with that. Bearing in mind we're driving traffic on this particular campaign. And I tend to leave these alone. In the fullness of time, as you get more experience, you may want to make refinements to this, etc., etc. But you know, at this stage, we just want to get people into some traction and get some clicks onto these adverts so that we can start getting into conversation with people who've shown an interest in our product. So with the ad set on that basis, we can go to review draft items and just click. Again, because we have an ad already set up in one of our other campaigns called Ad One, Facebook's given us this reminder. I've actually done that on purpose just to show you that Facebook will look after you. If you're happy with that, then we don't need to change it. We can just cancel that. And as we go forward into building the ad, then obviously we will need to change the ad name because it will confuse Facebook as to which ad we want to use. So hopefully that's clear, guys. If you need to watch this video again, do so. And on the next video, we'll be going into now building out the actual ads that were associated with this particular ad set that were associated under this campaign. I'll see you on the next video.